Jason from that hashtag show. And first, I just have to say, what a powerful, powerful film that you guys created. The first question is really for both of you is just how did this story, because it fell so far under the radar for a lot of people, I feel, that people didn't remember it. This is their first time hearing about it, but how did it come across your desk, and what really made you say, I want to tell this story and put it on a big screen and such a different film climate?
I'm going to jump in on this.
Okay, take it away, Kwame.
I first heard about it because of Abi, and Abi sent it to me. And I was in Los Angeles at the time. I'm based in London, and I was in a taxi and I was reading it, and my heart broke. And then I met with Abi, and then I met with her integrity, and I met with her spirit, and I met with her desire to tell this story from a spiritual as well as a cerebral way. And then I want to join in this tale of righteous rage.
Wow. And Abi, how did it come across?
I read the article. I hadn't heard about it when it happened. And when the article came out, I saw it actually while I was driving at a red light. I pulled over to the side of the road and read the whole thing straight through, and it broke my heart. In it, I saw a reflection of my dad's story. My dad's a vet, a Navy guy, and I had a lot more empathy for him after reading that. But I also, Brian just wanted to be heard, and this man still hadn't been heard. And he was like so many other veterans that are just waiting in line after line after line. And there was so much that his story brought to the surface. I couldn't let it go.
Now, the emotional, as a director, and the shot compositions and how you frame things, where it makes the audience, it draws the audience in emotionally, but also those transitions. I have to ask, what inspired the transition that goes from the bank to the VA office seamlessly, and it really puts you, you feel like you're always right there with the character. And so just, I want to know what inspired these visual setups and this visual storytelling on your end.
You nailed it. We wanted to feel with him. We wanted to feel with Brian. So my job as an artist is to get out of the way for the audience to feel, to feel their deepest feelings, their heartbeat of the character of what we're trying to say. So if I can express that in a way that isn't manipulating it, but is allowing you to feel, that's my job. So those transitions, that specific one you're talking about, Doug Emmett, my cinematographer, we were talking about it. And he's like, oh, I think this is the way. And we ended up executing it a little differently than our very first draft of it, as one often does. But it was to just stay with Brian. How can we stay with Brian here?
It was beautifully done. And my last question, and it's to both of you, is that you had, the legend Michael K. Williams on set. Just how was it? And then now it is passing, just watching the film and its completion. How was it watching such a powerful and really like a poise every time he was on screen, like you was drawn in, and just how, I just really want to explain that. I want to hear how you guys felt about that process.
I wasn't on set, so I'm going to let Abi take that one.
Okay.
I'll take the first half, but I'm going to throw the second half to you, Kwame.
All right.
Well, the first half, Mike, when I first met him, it was over Zoom, and he had his red Beats on, and I was like, okay, is he going to do it? Such an immense catalog of art that he has. I came into it with such respect for him. I knew that we had to have someone whose voice could pierce through to Brian, and he has this honey and gravel voice. It pierces through. It makes you feel loved. It makes you feel seen. It makes you feel warmth, and it gives you confidence in him. And I just thought, okay, this is a busy man, and this is a small indie film. And John and I had talked about, wow, this would be such a perfect pairing. John had done a little begging too, turns out. And when I sat down with him, I asked him about the beats, and he said, "Oh, well, I'm preparing for my character." He was ready to go.
Ready.
He wanted to play Eli, and he wanted that story to be told. And he had my back through and through, and he brought such respect, such intensity, such kindness to set. He's one of the people that I can say I'm forever grateful for the imprint he's left on my heart.
And the back end would be, I remember when Abi texted me and she said, "He's in." And I was, I lived in Baltimore for 7 years, so you can imagine he's synonymous with Baltimore, and I took that as a good omen that my second home, or my second spiritual home, Baltimore, was coming in to this beautiful piece of art. And when I saw the work that he did and the work that he and Abi did, I simply felt that we were blessed.
Well, we're blessed for this film, especially around these times. Just thank you for your time, and thank you for your art.
Thank you.